church here? Raise your hand if you grew up in church. All right, Kevin, you guys, Teresa. All right, who grew up in a Pentecostal church? All right, do you guys remember the testimony services?
Yeah.
Do you remember? Do you remember the prayer meetings?
Yeah.
Do you know why we testify?
Yeah.
First of all, we give God glory. We give God thanks.
Yeah.
Okay? Second off, encourages the body of believers and it builds our faith.
Yeah.
Builds our faith.
Yeah.
So I have a testimony,
Yeah.
a praise report. And I was here in September, my son and I. Anyways, I was here in September, my son and I and my husband, we were getting ready to leave. Our granddaughter, Jim and I's granddaughter, Bostynn, Iyla Rose, had a stroke. We didn't know at the time. When we flew out, she was in a medically induced coma. She has a condition that is called cavernous malformation, and they are tiny little blood vessels that attach themselves to the brain. And blood clots had formed. We didn't even know this so far last September that I was here. I tried to do the best I can to update on social media. And it was just a really, really bad situation. And you guys gathered around my son and prayed. And I have a surprise this morning. Miss Bostynn, Iyla Rose, would you come here? Would you come here, sweetheart? This is Bostynn. And she was supposed to have surgery in November. And we had you guys praying. We had people all over the nation praying.
Yeah.
And the neurologist came in. And she doesn't have to have surgery. Jesus healed. Come here, baby. Sweetheart. So what happened to you? Jesus healed.
He does hear me.
Yes. So it builds your faith, you know, especially when it's one of your little ones. And so when we walked into, we flew out right after we got out of service here. We got packed. Jim took us to the airport. We arrived about midnight. And when I walked in that Monday morning, she was off the ventilator and everything. She was sitting up in her bed, and she jumped right to me. Remember? She didn't want to go to her dad's. She wanted me. And we fed in there, and it was awesome. It was awesome. And she's going to go